Welcome to Make It to Wednesday, the podcast that gets you through the week with laughs, real talk, and all the Gemini energy you didn't know you needed. We are your hosts, Carly and Karla, two best friends born a week apart, but somehow total opposites. Here, we dive into life's big questions, small wins, and messy moments. Think dating, marriage, family, pop culture, and everything in between. Whether you're thriving or just surviving, we're here to remind you you're not alone. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever gets you through, and let's make it to Wednesday together. Welcome back to Make It to Wednesday, a hump day podcast. We are your show hosts.
I'm Karla.
And I am Carly, and this is episode 28.
28. What were we going to say? 28
We're
weeks?
Celebrating with 28 episodes later.
28 episodes later.
Yep, just like 28 years
topical,
later. Yeah, the new movie.
This is a pop culture podcast, so.
It's a pop culture podcast.
We're up to date.
We are up to date.
That just came out like 2 weeks ago, right?
I was to say, I think it just came out, actually. Yeah.
I did. I got invited to go see that movie.
Yeah.
By a man I was going on a date with.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, I wish. I've already seen it. Yeah.
You did not already see it.
And I don't want to.
Did he ask you, like, was it good?
I was like, yeah, I liked it.
Why didn't you?
I just don't want to see the movie.
Well, why don't you just say that? Why tell a lie when you could tell the truth and both get the same outcome?
It literally has no reason. There was no reason to lie about it. It's just because it felt like he wanted to go that day. And I was like, I already saw it. Shoot.
It's
like, maybe the next horror movie that comes out, we can go see.
The next horror movie.
Yeah.
Perfect. Was that a date you were going to do this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you end up doing anything else that night?
Yeah, we went to the beach.
Oh,
I guess that
okay.
was last week. You're right.
So it was a nice day. You could go out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was that date, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big difference of do we sit indoors and see a movie?
Yeah.
Or do we go to the beach?
I'm choosing the beach every time, just to be clear.
Yeah.
I'm choosing water over pretty much any other water.
Well,
any
on
other
a nice
activity.
day, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on a bad day, I'm still choosing water over.
Yeah. Over anything else.
Yeah. I love it. I'm such a water.
I'm choosing my pool.
Are we a water sign, by the way? I have no idea. How do you look that up? Was it what is Gemini? That's giving fire. I don't know why.
We keep saying that we're gonna do more research on being a Gemini, but
once I get the
Gemini
tattoo,
water sign?
Is Gemini a water sign?
It's an air sign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. What do we have a water sign then?
Gemini, along with Libra and Aquarius, are classified as air signs. Water signs include Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that fucking means.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do a deep dive. Actually, I'll do it. I'm gonna take that on, and I will present what I learn about Geminis in the ways that it resonates for both of us.
Okay.
And the ways that it doesn't, and I'm gonna present it to you.
Okay.
See if I hit the nail on the head.
Okay, you gonna ChatGPT it or
Yeah, most likely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Tell me more about my best friend born on June 5th. Tell me more about me born on May 29th. Boom. Bam, bam, bam. We're Geminis. Tell me more.
Yeah.
I got this.
Perfect. Did you know that 60 to 80% of the things on ChatGPT is not real?
I don't know. I've literally only used it 2 or 3 times.
Really?
Yeah. I really meant that when I said that the other night.
That's insane to me. Mm-hmm. The way I use it, literally, I use it today.
Ooh, that was loud.
Was
Sorry.
It's okay.
You used it today for what?
I looked up
something.
Yeah, it was something so random. I think I asked, how long, it was about my tattoo. I was like, how long was my tattoo going to be peeling for?
Yeah. Why don't you just Google that?
What's the difference?
I Google it and then read what other people say on Reddit because it's subjective.
Sure. But when you Google it, the first Google match that comes up is also AI generated. So
that's true. I skipped down past that.
Oh, I never do. To me, that is the answer.
That's the answer.
That is the answer.
I've had it before that I've read it and it is not the answer. Oh yeah, Simon is here.
So if he starts barking, it's because he's here.
Yeah, or if there's movement under Carla's blanket.
Yeah, nothing
He wasn't down here, and of course I said, "Where's the S dog?" Mm-hmm. Thinking if I don't say his name.
Yeah.
And then that little fucker marched his ass down here.
Who, me?
His tail goes up, ears go up.
On my way
downstairs. Yeah. On my way.
It's okay.
I can't.
He's had a busy weekend.
Has he? Tell me about your week. The happies, the crappies, everything.
Yeah, should we get into it?
Let's.
Crap.
Yeah.
I mean, the happy, of course, it's a holiday week.
Of course. Weekend. Yeah.
And so it was a very short week for me.
Yep. What day did you get off? Just Friday?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just Friday was off.
Officially, yeah. Friday is a day a lot of people have, but there were some people that worked, so I never want to assume.
On the holiday?
Yeah. I mean, not in our industries, I guess, but like...
Couldn't be me.
Gas station, they had to stay open. Like
food places, I'm sure. Yeah. Wendy's was probably open. I don't know why I said Wendy's. Like that was.
Yeah.
I don't go to Wendy's.
There's no Wendy's even around.
Here?
Here.
There is. There's one on Alpine.
Yeah, that's not really around here. You know.
You don't think? Like on the way up here. Like I'm
talking like station? Within our town or like 1 to 2 towns over. We don't have
any restaurants here.
Yeah, we do.
We have 3.
My nose just started running incessantly. I'm so annoyed.
Anyways, my happy is, of course,
holiday weekend.
I've been in the pool quite a bit.
Yep.
We had a special guest.
Yes, we did.
Yesterday into this morning.
Yeah, into this morning.
Yeah.
Carla invited a guy she's been seeing over. We're not going to name drop. We're not going to do it.
I'm fine with that. Let's not name drop.
Yeah, we don't have to do that. It was nice that we had a 4th person here, and it was cool to just like hang out, you know?
Did you enjoy him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed having him here. He made us breakfast today. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And so thanks for coming over, dude.
Yeah.
It was cool. Cool meeting you.
I would just so we know, like I don't do things like that. You know I
know you don't. And I think that's why I wanted to bring it up because, and I'm sorry, my voice is gone too. I feel like I have to honor that. We had a night. I drank. Yeah,
Jason and I, Carly's husband and I,
went drink for drink
because he feels like he can outdrink me or outlast me, which is not true.
I want to be fair that this started because you said you would not invite Jason and I.
That's not what I said.
If you were doing a group honeymoon thing, right? Going on your honeymoon, but it's like a group thing and you have the opportunity to invite people. You said you would not invite Jason and I because your thing would be drinking and our thing wouldn't be. And I was like, well, there's lots of other ways to like hang out and have fun too.
That's true.
And we could go out and drink hard one night. I'm not going to do it for a week straight. That's not good on my kidney.
That's exactly my point.
Why would you want me to hurt myself?
That's my point. I don't, which is why I feel like you wouldn't want to go.
But of course I'd want to go.
Sure, sorry. It would be in your best interest to not go.
I understand.
That's all I'm saying.
I understand. So Jason got equally as offended as I did and decided to say, fuck this, I'm making Jell-O shots, which we still have some.
Okay, listen, I'm here.
They didn't set up right, but they were drinkable. It was a good time. A good time. You guys did how many shots?
Jell-O shots? We did at least 4.
Those I know we all did a fuck ton of. But I mean
like real shots.
You guys did like 3, right?
3 or 4, yeah.
You might have done 4 because I feel like I did 2.
Yeah, I think so too. Shots of Crown. Yeah, that's exactly how it felt.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it felt.
I haven't drank like that in forever.
Oh, see?
So fun.
It was fun. I had a great time.
So fun.
I wasn't hungover this morning. I
wasn't either.
Felt good. Like I don't feel like I didn't really get drunk last night. I'm telling you. Thoughts?
No thoughts. No comments.
You disagree? I felt like I was in control.
I'm here to observe.
I was in control the whole time, just to be clear.
I'm not saying you weren't. You can be drunk and be in control depending on what control is, right?
I guess.
I was drunk and I wasn't being an absolute weirdo.
Who said
I was in control of myself.
There's tons of gray area in there.
I love how before he came over, though, I said, let me get my weird out. And I was doing weird ass shit, like in the pool, like I was frogging and like.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I got it all out, but.
It's okay.
It was fine.
So
holiday weekend, highlight of your week. But what else did you do this week?
I had such a fun week, actually.
Such a fun week, right?
I had a date on Tuesday, Carly.
Yeah.
The man could not have been more boring.
You literally, that's all you've told me about it.
I don't even know how to, it was like, I would ask a question, he would answer it with one word, and then
just go silent?
Silent.
What the fuck?
Silent.
And you were out at dinner together?
Yeah. Well,
where'd you go?
Thank God. I had ate before I came, so I was like,
good.
We went to Rogue River Tavern in Rockford.
That's right, you said that.
Yeah. It was a cute little place, whatever. It was like a live band.
Yeah.
Or live music. But the only time he ever opened up, about his personality came through is when we talked about sports, and I was like, oh no.
Oh.
Which is not a big deal. I can talk sports all day long. Probably not the sports that he was willing to talk about, but I can hang with the best of them.
Was there any reason he would have been shocked about something? Did he already know you were black? right?
Yeah.
Okay, like it's not a blind date where
No.
you're walking in going, okay, there are things I don't know about this person. You had been talking on a dating app.
Yep.
Walk in and now suddenly the man has nothing to
Yep.
say.
Really crazy.
Ooh.
Really
Do you think
crazy.
he was nervous?
I asked him. He said, no, not really. I said, oh,
You're just naturally boring,
this
huh?
is just who you are as a person.
Yep.
And I got home. I was like expecting to unmatch him because we didn't exchange phone numbers.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
And I was expecting to like unmatch with him, and he like had messaged me when we got home and said like something about it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We
like,
haven't spoken
hey.
since. Yeah, it wasn't like a hey, did you make it home safely? It was like, did you make it home safe or something?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I had to stop in Meyer, but like I made it home. He's like, great.
And that's it.
I said, yep.
Wow.
And then
what a boring date.
seriously, are men okay?
Or no.
Like no,
No.
actually, no comment.
I mean, I don't know the guys that are in dating apps right now and like what they're looking for, but
He said, what did he say he was looking for? He is divorced
okay.
and like has a child, which was nowhere on his profile, by the way, and that's fine.
Oh,
But you should disclose that information before we meet up.
I get the reason people do and the reason they don't. Like
What's the reason they don't?
the reason I can say I get it and also not agree with it.
Oh,
Like
fair.
I think some people justify it by like they don't want to put too much of their information out there or give too much, but you should say you have a kid if you do, because the other person might not be okay with kids, right?
Why waste anyone's time if that's not something I'm interested in?
Correct.
That's crazy not to say anything.
Yeah. The only way I think it doesn't matter is if it's like an estranged situation, like where the kid isn't going to be in your life. But also
I would
like
still want to know that too. 'Cause
Yeah.
That also was like
that's giving like not a good dad.
yeah.
Nobody wants
Which
that.
is like not a big deal to me since I don't want children. But like
right.
it's giving irresponsible.
Irresponsible. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you are on a dating app and you have a child, just like tell the person. Like,
Absolutely.
At least, you don't have to say it like right up front, but like if we've made plans to like go out and like meet, that is information that I should have known before going into it.
Yeah. Or if you tell people when you start talking to them, like, hey, I don't have this on my profile because I just don't like putting my child out there in that way.
It's one
whatever.
thing to not have the pictures. Like I get not
Correct.
putting pictures of your children.
But like
up there,
saying
of
I
course.
have a kid.
Yeah, why is that
Yeah.
crazy?
It's
Half
not.
the world does.
It's not.
Like
I try to give people passes in certain cases, like why, but you're right. It's
is
not
no
adding up.
reason.
There's not really a reason.
because
Yeah.
you're lying. You're just being deceitful.
Yeah, I mean, when I was on dating apps, I said I had kids.
Yes.
Like,
It doesn't
Hey.
make sense not to. I'm going to find out either way.
yep.
Like
Especially depending on what you're dating for. Like, if you're just on the apps for hookups,
sure.
don't say shit about
Of
yourself.
course.
No
then
one's
it doesn't
like,
really, it doesn't
yeah.
matter. But like
But when you're dating to date, you gotta say something.
I would agree.
So boring date on Tuesday. Now tell me about Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh yeah.
Because I got to see you
the
Wednesday.
girlies, yeah. The girlies were out on Wednesday.
The girl and the guys.
Okay. In Austin, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, and Miguel and Colin and
Colin, yes.
who else? And
Okay.
Will
Oh,
and
Will, yeah, and Troy. That's
Troy,
true.
yeah.
We saw the old gang got back
the
together.
old gang got back
we
together.
had an old coworker, get a new job, and so
Yeah, we were celebrating her departure and her new job that
And
she's
so-
starting tomorrow.
which is so crazy. Like you don't want
I'm
to
so
take any time
excited
off
for
in between.
you.
It's like no time. And
She had 2 days.
that's not enough.
Wednesday was her last day. Yeah,
Like,
it's not enough. I would
especially
agree.
when everybody had the same day as well. Like we all got Friday off, so like
That's true. Oh, you're right. It's not like it was.
yeah, you didn't get anything.
But it was so nice seeing her
It was
and
so
just
good.
we
It
went
was
to
so
our
good.
old stomping grounds,
Yeah,
Logan's
It's so
Alley.
good. all the girlies. You know, like it's so rare that you like find a workplace that like you meet people who like will be in your life for a long
Yes.
time. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I've worked a couple jobs since the place we worked together.
Yeah.
And like while there are people that I like see like I would see outside of work regularly,
Yeah,
that not in the same way. Like
I agree.
it just is like that was for sure the best part about that job was the people.
I think
Not all
what
the
makes
people,
it hard though is it also for me was like, it made me question if getting close with coworkers is okay. You know,
Interesting. Tell me more.
just because that group got so close and then the dynamic shifted so quickly, and then people started calling out how close the group was, and I mean we were all hanging out a lot, right?
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah, like weekly going
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I think like some workplaces won't allow that to affect them and others do. you know, if it bleeds into
But why?
whatever.
I don't feel like it really impacted anyone's daily.
No, it didn't. I would agree with that.
Like, I don't feel like, what's the big deal?
I would agree with that.
I'm miserable here without friends. Just to
I
be
think
clear.
there were people who are no longer there
Yeah.
that made a big deal out of certain things that weren't a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
were
think we could
jealous.
say that across the board.
They were just jealous.
Yeah.
They didn't have work friends like we had work friends.
Yep. Yep.
I'm sure those people don't see each other now.
No,
Sorry.
absolutely not.
We see each other regularly. So.
Yeah. Honestly, like, losing all of that for having, like, the authentic friendships that I gained from it is so amazing.
100%.
To show up and to be, like, embraced by everybody when I haven't seen some of those people in so long.
Yeah. And it just
so
felt like
nice.
it felt like getting back together with the old crew. It just like
It
felt
did.
like no time had passed, and like it was
And
so
there
good
were
to
like
catch
new
up.
people in there, and it
Yeah.
didn't feel weird. It felt like they were just part of it. Like they understood it. Like
it definitely helps that people listen to the podcast, so
Yeah.
like they know you from that. So like
Yeah.
that was nice. There was one girl who I didn't know, but
yeah, I didn't know that till later, but
Yeah.
found that out.
yikes, yikes.
But I got to meet our like number one fan.
Miguel.
Shout out Miguel. So awesome to just like walk in.
He's not gonna see this. I feel like he's an audio listener.
Is he? If you're on audio, Miguel, we're giving you a
Giving
heart,
heart,
each
but,
of
like-
us. Like,
But like millennial heart, not Gen Z heart.
what's the difference? What is that?
Gen Z heart. It's a heart.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just doing this or this, whichever.
Because you're a millennial. That makes
Okay.
sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. So it was cool to walk in and be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm Carly," and people are like, "Yeah, we've met before," and I'm like, "Who are you?" And they're like, "No, I mean, I've met you
Yeah,
because
like,
I
I know-
listen
yeah.
or watch," and that was so fucking cool
It's
to
cool.
hear.
It is so
Yeah.
cool.
So shout out to everybody. I don't want to call everybody out by name.
You can. Do you
But-
remember everybody's name?
I could remember. I could go
You
around
think?
the table. Absolutely, yeah.
I know.
I
could
just
do-
named some of them,
I
but
could do
yeah.
everybody. But
Everybody else I knew, minus like had met that chick, but yeah.
yikes.
Anyways, it was really great
Yeah.
to see Kay and to celebrate her. And
Yeah.
so congrats, Kay, on this next chapter of your beautiful journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited for you.
And she
was
just
so
looks
good.
more and more youthful every
She's
time I
so
fucking
cool.
see her.
She's
Like,
just, so fun.
I know. She always
You know
has
what
the
I mean?
cutest jewelry and hat.
Yeah.
She
The
loves
hat.
hats.
Our girlie loves a hat.
She loves hats because she's like, I'm not sure if I like my hair today, so I'm going to put a hat on. She kills it in hats.
Yeah. Not everybody can be a hat girl.
No.
It took a long time for me to be a hat girl. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
You had to work it,
had
find
to
the right
work.
ones.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
She could walk in and just try on any hat, and you're going to go, yep, that's for you.
I feel like you're a hat girl,
Me?
Yeah.
Do I feel like it? No.
Carly.
I
you
didn't
were for
start
sure a
wearing.
hat girl.
Really?
Of course.
I used to wear like ball caps every now and again, but like I hadn't worn them in years. And then Jason got me that hot pink melon one.
Yeah.
And I'll wear that one.
Interesting.
Yeah. And like backpacking, I'll take a hat.
Well,
but
sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a hat person.
No.
So that
Anyways.
was Wednesday.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then we went out four of us
Yep. I dropped you guys off
Yeah.
down the road.
went out for a nightcap.
That was nice.
So fun.
How long did you stay there?
We got home probably 10:30.
Okay. So longer, but not too long.
Yeah. And it was just, I mean, I had lost track of time. So for me, I was like,
Of course,
"Oop."
when you're with people that you enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. Made some plans to see each other again, and
Good.
it's gonna be fun.
Next time I'd love to join you guys.
We're going tubing. You wanna go?
Are you? I would like to go. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be stellar.
Can't remember the date.
It was
but I
awesome
wrote it
seeing
down.
Steph too.
Yeah, of course. Our queen, she got us this candle.
Yeah, she got you the candle, but yeah. But it's now
it's
ours
for
at the
us. Yeah,
podcast,
it's a
which I
podcast.
love. So thank you, Steph.
Love, it smells so good.
I'm a little stuffed up.
Yeah, that's
I need
fair.
some Claritin.
Clear it's in clear, bitch. Yeah. Okay.
But then after that, I mean, that was your Thursday.
my
Wednesday. And then,
Thursday,
things, whatever. What did you do Thursday?
what did I do Thursday? I worked.
Yeah.
Oh, I canceled my date. I was supposed to go on a
Yeah.
picnic. And
Which
I
makes
said-
sense because you had been active like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was time to take a break before coming to hit up your pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was here. I got here
Yep.
Friday at like 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Was in the pool by 2.
Yep.
Was in the pool for the rest of the day.
Love that.
It was so good.
I love that.
Yeah.
I
We had a
feel like,
bonfire.
oh yeah, we had a bonfire too.
Uh-huh. It was
Yep.
it's been a good week, a good weekend.
Yeah, Jason and I have a lot of stuff we've been wanting to do, but like with the heat the way it is, we're like, no, fuck it.
Yeah.
So after this today, we're gonna go outside and do a few
get shit
things.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'm
Love.
excited.
I'm trying to think this. I don't think I have a crap. Well, I do have. Well, I don't have a crappy.
It's one of those like unclear crappies
It's a
for the
crappy
week.
that I don't want to share.
Yeah,
I'll just say
that's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's valid. We had the kids this week leading into the holiday weekend. Their dad wanted to pick them up early or
Mm-hmm.
get them early on Thursday. So that worked out pretty well. I swapped my aunt for my grandma time. Like I normally see her Wednesday. I swapped my aunt for Thursday. That way I could without guilt, spend time with my kids most of the day Wednesday and
Yeah.
still make it to the party.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday, after the kids went back to Dad's house, I got to go see my grandma, which I painted her nails the same color. It's chipping off my toes right now, but that hot pink. Oh, she loves it.
Cute.
It's so, like, we took our time.
Like fun and funky for her.
Yeah. She sat next to me. I put her hand because she has her one finger from falling off a horse is messed up.
Ew.
One doesn't bend. And she's got arthritis, but she has the cutest nails. So I had her put her hand right here. And I leaned over and I'm, holding her hand, painting her nails. We're just chatting like two girlfriends.
Cute.
Yep. Then
So
once that was
fun.
dry, we flip-flopped, did the other. And yeah, it was a really nice time.
Love.
I think I was there just over 3 hours this week, and we haven't played Scrabble in a couple weeks. We've just been sitting and talking. Because I think all of her other, like, everybody else that visits is one of her daughters.
Yeah, sure.
They enjoy playing Scrabble with her, so
Yeah.
they play with her. She gets a break on the days with me.
Yeah.
And we just bullshit.
Just
So,
like chit-chat.
Yeah.
With the girlies.
but this week with the boys, I have so many mosquito bites, which I think I just accidentally, like, scratched one. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's so awful, but we've been outside a bunch. On Monday night, I had my nephew come stay the night. So I
Yeah.
had 3 boys, spent the day with them Tuesday, all 3 in the pool. Meanwhile, my friend Christine came over with her kids. They went in the pool. Then my mom and sister came with my niece. It was just like, holy fucking shit. And then
Yeah.
after Tuesday, on Wednesday, we had Elliot's friend over for a couple hours. I had to run him back home before my aunt came here to hang out with my dude so I
Yeah.
could go to the party. So, like, I don't think at any point I would say any of it was crappy. It was so busy, it didn't have time to be crappy.
Yeah.
And I am trying so hard to just, like, live in the moment with the boys when we have them.
Yeah.
And I'm learning
Learning.
how to just be
Okay.
when they're home. Like, yeah, if someone says, hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, sure, bring the kids over, jump in the pool with us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying yes, but I'm also not, like, saying yes and I'll make us a platter of homemade. Like, I'm not overextending myself.
Yeah.
I'm saying what's in the cupboard is in the cupboard.
Help yourself.
Help yourself.
Yeah.
If you have something you'd like to eat, bring it. Favorite thing about Christine, and I don't even know if she's, like, up to date on listening, but she's so cool. She knows a place that they just put out, like, random community stuff, free stuff. It's like an exchange place certain days of the week.
Yeah.
She had stopped the morning they came over, and they had a bunch of these, like, Dannon smoothie mango protein drinks, like cases and cases that they had in a cooler outside that they were trying to gift because I think they were, like, close to the date.
Yeah.
And they could no longer, like, put them out in the store. And she grabbed a case, brought it over here. The kids went to town on them.
Yum.
And then she brought over a couple things of mac and cheese, some, like, canned goods, and we just, like, went through and did things. And
That's nice.
yeah, the kids had a good time. It was awesome.
Love.
It was awesome. So really great week. It was also I'll just call him my stepdad. It's my stepdad's birthday on Wednesday, and he will kill me. I should put a shirt up online, or a picture of that shirt up
Yeah.
online. I took a wall hanging, a quilt, that my grandma had done
Yeah.
many years ago. I'm talking before I was 10, and I'm 36. And it was done many years before that. But it had fish and, like, hooks and worms, and it was all quilted on this cool big wall hanging. And I've had it for years and didn't know what the hell to do with it.
Sure.
Found Jeff a shirt, cut it out, sewed it on the back. He put it on, and I was so geeked. My mom took a picture. Did I show you this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just made me really happy to, like, do
Yeah.
something, like, bullshit with him a little bit. And,
Yeah, fun.
So we saw him on Friday. Yeah, before you came over, we
Yeah.
ran over there. So
Yeah.
it was
Good
a good
time.
week.
Good
It was a
week.
good week. Hard holiday weekends are always hard when the kids aren't with us. I think Keith and Ashley would say the same thing. And, like, it's always nice to also have an adult holiday weekend, but it's like I'm really looking forward to next weekend when we have our, like, friends and kids stop by after the 4th type thing. Yeah.
Bash.
The bash.
Who's all coming? You guys want to come?
Yeah, I'm not opening the invite to just anybody, but
No?
if you're listening and you want to come to my house next weekend, the Saturday the 12th, if you have kids, if you don't have kids, if you want to come, we're just a 2:30, 3 o'clock thing. Reach out to me, let me know that I can plan for it. But yeah, it's just a time to get together in like a low-key environment.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
there's
think,
a pool, so.
and there's a pool, and people don't do enough. Jason's mowing again. I just want to point that out. I saw him drive by the window. I'm so excited. Our yard is like dead right now, but there's those offshoots of those little flowers everywhere, which is probably why my allergies are horrible. But yeah, I think people don't gather enough. I've said this before. They feel like it has to be put together, that they have to have out the special punch or soda or this or that.
Yeah.
They have to make this immaculate meal, and we just said, hey, we got ground beef. We're going to make up some meat, some taco meat, and we'll provide taco meat and shells. And we want everybody else to just bring something to go with, you know?
What am I bringing?
Cheese, salsa, whatever, lettuce, whatever you want. I mean, just pop it on the thing.
What thing?
The invite on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm keeping track of it because I couldn't start like a multiple group text thing.
I would prefer to wait until the day of, and you can just let me know what you need.
Okay.
Like,
honestly, I might just tell you like two things. Like if you could do cheese and salsa.
Sure.
Because I want to make sure those don't get forgotten.
Okay.
Yeah. Elena, if you're listening, maybe you can do like lettuce and like some of the green. You're really good with the greens. Greens.
Oh.
Greens. Anyways, yeah. So if you're listening and you want to come, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I mean, if you're listening and like we don't actually know each other, no, you can't come.
Yeah, just so you know. But
it has to be people I know. But if I missed you on the Facebook invite, let me know.
Fun.
Yeah. And we know how many of our friends are listening.
Yeah.
They're our biggest fan base.
Definitely.
But I don't think I have a crappy this week.
Good.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I didn't leave you like any audio messages.
No.
And now you know why I was with kids all week.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it was just a busy week altogether.
It was.
I get it. It is what it is.
It was. I don't think I took a shit in private until like.
That's crazy to say on the podcast.
Is it?
I
Because
would
girls
say
don't
so.
poop, right?
I personally don't poop, but some girls do.
Some girls do. But yeah, I didn't do anything in peace this week. It was always with kids in tow. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, you kind of hate to see it.
I would hate
to see that.
But such a good weekend here. And like food was great. Just an adult weekend.
Yeah, the steak was incredible.
Yes.
The brats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that leftovers, by the way?
I forgot. We made brats.
Yeah.
Wow. I went to town on the steak so hard.
Yeah, that shit was good as fuck.
I was telling Jason how good it was, and he goes, I think I overcooked it. And I said, pretty sure the piece Carla and I were going to town on.
Yeah, she was juicy.
I was like cutting, going, this is my last piece. And I'd eat it, and I'm like,
Literally.
okay, another. Okay,
Quite
another.
literally, I was eating a homeboy's plate.
Yeah.
Honestly. I was like,
I'm pretty sure after you guys went outside and you said you were done, I ate off both your plates.
of course.
The bread that didn't get touched, that was
I genuinely
consumed.
forgot about the bread.
It was
I
consumed.
forgot the bread and forgot about the potatoes.
Yeah. The potatoes I forgot about because he never took them out of the oven.
Yeah.
So there was that. But
Anyways,
yeah, it was a good week overall.
love.
I love it too.
I was going to ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you going camping in 2 weeks?
Let me look actually. We're supposed to be going camping.
Like the 19th weekend? It's like
Yeah.
your next free weekend? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I watching the babies?
Would you like to?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to make
If
sure.
you'd like to, yes. I needed to make a plan with Jason, which we were going to finish this week sometime.
Okay.
Because yeah, we don't have a plan for the dog yet.
Okay.
Like Cat's self-sufficient, but like Odin's not.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm available.
Awesome. Well,
I was
thank
planning
you.
to. I think we had talked about it, but I couldn't remember.
I think so. It's been too hot. Like we've had
To go
other
backpacking, you
backpacking.
think?
Yeah. Because when it doesn't cool off at night,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
true.
sleep in a tent
And,
when it's
like,
in the 80s.
Damp and like moist and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just not. So that's why we've skipped like 2 of them. We're going to probably do a lot of fall camping this
Sure.
year. Yeah. All right.
One more question.
Yeah.
If I am dog sitting,
Yeah.
can I have people over?
Can you tell me who the people are?
No, I'm just curious. Like, it would be people you know.
Oh, you know that normally I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be if they're people inclined to get drunk in trash places. That would be like a no.
Okay, but we know that I don't.
But if you know these people, yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Love.
Why? Who are we? I keep hitting things as I'm trying to consume my
I don't
beverage.
know. Well, because we were talking about going. That's one of the weekends we're going tubing. So I was gonna see if people
Yeah.
wanted to come here
Yep.
before we go tubing
Yeah,
and like
that's fine.
do the thing.
Yep, that's okay.
What about sleeping over? That would actually be so weird.
I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to clean my house for them to sleep over, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, knowing the group that it is, I don't really
Yeah.
care. That's fine. All right, you want to move into Listen Bitch?
Let's do it.
I
Shit to
keep
talk about.
hitting stuff.
Totally.
We're still not adjusted to these mics. I think that's a thing. Like,
I also think mine is like kind of high actually. I was looking at
Jason
mine
was
camera.
fucking with them, and I didn't like it, and so I stepped in. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you unwinding this?
Totally.
He was critiquing the angle. Ooh, what's the card say?
I don't know if we've had this one before. Listen, bitch, your best is more than enough. I promise.
Your best is more than enough. I think there was one that sounded like that, but it wasn't the same.
Your best is more than enough.
Your best is more. It's like permission again, right?
Yeah.
Like to do what you can in the moment without feeling like you're like failing.
Yeah.
Which we need more of.
As long as you're doing your best.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for.
Sweetie, you're doing your best.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing great, sweetie. I love it. All right. I brought a topic.
Okay.
I don't know if like it's time to dive into it, but I feel like it could be.
You brought a topic or
the
like
Airbnb thing.
Got it. Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Let's do it.
Because I remember that there were a lot of people who were super appalled about my Airbnb experience back in February. We took the kids to Colorado.
Yeah.
Jason, me, my mom, the two boys. If you're not familiar with that story,
go back and watch the episode for
I
sure.
wish I could refer to what episode it was right now. I can't. But go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go back and look.
It was in February.
Yeah.
End of
one
February,
of the
beginning
episodes.
of March. Yeah.
So like 7 through 10. Episode 7 through 10.
Oh my God, that's so great. You think it was 7 through 10? No.
I think about it. Maybe like 6 through
5, 6, 7, somewhere in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. But the rundown is, you know what? Let me go to the Airbnb app. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go read my review.
Sure.
That I left.
And then let's discuss if you feel like that was an appropriate.
If that was an appropriate response.
Yeah.
And then once we get there.
Well, just leave it at that.
Okay.
Leave it at that.
We'll move into the appalling part. Okay. So it's going to take me a hot second. So I don't know if you want to chit chat while I'm doing this, but I'm going to pull it up.
I was thinking, by the way, there is an Airbnb that like is close to us. Would you want to go? It's like.
What are the like?
Totally, you need way more information. Than just that, right?
I need a little bit more.
It's where it's like a big place, big like mansion-y house on the lake, and it's like just not. It's like just east of Cedar Springs.
Okay,
maybe.
I mean, I would consider it if we were doing like a party or if we just.
It would be like a bit. I wanted to maybe for like a birthday thing.
I would actually love that because as much as I love having people here, big groups here. We can do it a couple times a year, but it's like
of course,
tiring.
Yeah,
Mama gets tired.
Yeah, interesting. Good to know because I really want to do that, and it's a pricey one.
Is it really?
But with enough people, I feel like we can make it work.
What are the amenities?
I don't know. There's like a hot tub. It's lakefront. They have kayaks. They have like all the water things. They have like cornhole, which I don't care about. And they also have shuffleboard.
What lake is it on?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have absolutely no clue.
Okay, yeah, I would like to look at it.
I have the link. Someone sent it to me. So
would we go for like like what are you thinking?
I would do like a long weekend in the summer for sure.
Okay, yeah, it'd be fun to do somebody's birthday there though.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be ours because we only summer.
I know a few people encroaching 40.
Who?
Anyways, I'm not gonna call them out.
Yeah, but like that have birthdays in the summer.
Close enough, yeah.
March is not close to the summer. Just to be
September. Mm-hmm. Okay, I found it.
Okay,
are we ready?
Let's do it.
So, back in February 2025, we left this review for our Airbnb.
Yeah.
And also, I would have said a lot more in this, but I was limited by the number of characters.
Of course.
So, just know that this, here's what I wrote. Pros: hosts were responsive, tried to fix issues. Cons: there were a lot of issues.
Yikes.
Issues we encountered: dirty dishes, coffee and cups, used utensils, multiple light bulbs burnt out, at least 8. Hot tub was broken, which was discovered when our flight landed in Colorado. And we were unable to use it during our 4-night, 5-day stay. Never got fixed. The hot tub room was very wet and lights were not working. The host came out with extension cord for the string lights, which then also never worked. Back deck path to hot tub was covered in snow and ice. It was incredibly unsafe. There was like no railing to hold. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. If one of us had fallen, it would have been really bad. Cornhole and axe throwing were unusable due to not being taken care of. Basically, the guests before us left him outside and no one cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Buried under snow and ice, frozen to the concrete. Internet was out for 3 of the 5 days. The technician came at 7 a.m. on checkout day, unable to use internet or enjoy the TVs. 2 large packages arrived during our stay. I forgot about that. we opened the door and there were packages and we had to bring them in and like message the
Whose
host.
packages were they?
No fucking clue.
Like, whose name
They
was
didn't
on
have the
it?
host name on it.
Oh, so
and
it's
they
probably
told us to
whoever's-
bring them inside and leave them and they'd figure it out. But part of me is like, did you know this shit was coming?
Probably, it was probably whoever's gonna rent it next. They like had it sent
But
there.
they specifically wrote not to do that.
Oh,
because they
interesting.
said it is not other guests'
responsibility too.
Well, yeah, I could have just stolen someone's shit.
Oh, that's
I could have
true.
just opened it and taken it, and they would have no idea.
Did you open it?
No, I just carried it in and left it in the middle of the fucking
opened
living
it.
room,
I'm trying to put my shirt on.
which
It's so
was
cold.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so 2 large packages arrived during our stay. Found poop in the basement bathroom on day 5. We hadn't used that bathroom until checkout morning. Wasn't ours, which makes me think bathroom wasn't cleaned. Pillows were missing pillowcases, no top sheets in the beds, barely any coffee, which they said coffee was an amenity they would provide. Drain plug broken for the like
That's right.
the sauna tub, which like why wouldn't we use that because the hot tub was
tub's not
busted.
working, yeah.
So the drain plug was broken. I bought that new one for them
Yep.
and left it there. And then I put not relaxing. So I gave them 2 out of 5 stars. I think 2 was pretty generous.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I only gave them 2 because they were responsive and tried to fix the issues. But like the fact that they were compounding makes me think like, how good were they at actually fixing issues? Like it was just
What
a
issue
lie.
did they fix?
They didn't really fix anything.
Right.
They tried. Oh, we're getting somebody out. Oh, we're whatever. Okay, so
So that was a review you left in February.
that was a review in
2
February.
out of 5 stars.
They gave us a partial refund. In my opinion, it was not enough for the
would
experience we had. This was our family's big trip. Y'all, I'm not made of money.
Of course.
I'm not. We saved up for this. Like, we literally got to like our budget on this. And all the amenities we weren't able to use. So fast forward
Then
to
what happened?
June 30th. June 30th was, just the other day.
A few days ago.
I'm sitting outside with Jason. It was the night, it must have been Thursday night because we did a date night. The kids weren't here. Yeah. So we're sitting outside. We're chit-chatting. And I see this reply. It says RE reservation for CO7 house hot tub game room. So immediately I see this.
Yeah.
And I went, maybe it's just saying after 4 months, like a check back in, an automated whatever. I don't know. And then I open it up. Steve-O, the host, has written Jason and I a message.
You gonna read it for us?
And I am going to read that.
Let's do it.
So bear with me, everybody. I'm just going to read it with no commentary on it right now. Okay. I'm just reading it straight up. I'm not going to say anything. And afterwards, I'm going to have a lot to say.
Okay.
So Steve-O, our host, if we can call him that, wrote, "Hi, Jason and Carly. I'm reaching out to ask a huge favor from you. We took your experience very seriously and have made adjustments and have had very good guest experiences since then. I do wish yours was one of them. As you know, when you leave a review, you can leave a rating in multiple categories. At this point in time, Airbnb does not look at the average rating of all reviews, but at each individual category of all reviews, and have implemented a 3-strike policy. This means that no matter how many 5-star reviews someone has, if they get 3 less than 4-star ratings in any category, their listing will be removed and permanently shut down. We recently had an unavoidable issue arise with a guest leading to a 1-star in one category only, 5 stars in the rest, with an exclamation point. And because we already had several poor ratings from your trip, Airbnb has disabled our listing. I deeply believe that all guests should be able to write a true and honest review with freedom. So this is not something I think is truly fair, but necessary because of the situation we are in with Airbnb. I'm asking if you can, in good faith, remove your review. I'm not asking to hide this info from other guests, but asking because if it isn't, we will not be able to operate anymore, and this is how we earn an income. Unfortunately, Airbnb has put us in a tricky situation here, and I figured it's worth a shot to make this request of you. Thank you so much for your consideration, and if you do have any questions or need any help, definitely let me know." The end.
Okay. Let's digest.
Let's digest.
Now, why, sir, if I'm being honest, I do not care.
I do not care.
I do not care.
I
At
do
the end
not
of the
care.
day,
He says, unfortunately, Airbnb has put us in a tricky situation.
No.
Fuck they did, sir. You did.
Yeah, no.
You put yourself, I don't know who you hired to not clean your house. I don't know about this other person who left this review. They left it for a reason. I didn't know there's multiple categories, whatever.
Yeah, this is nothing, it's not your problem.
And he even said, as you know, when you leave a review, you can leave a rating. And maybe I did. I'm just saying my rating only shows as 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
Maybe when I submitted it, it did. I don't remember.
I would never, ever, ever do that, by the way.
But no matter what, at the end of the day, we had to keep communicating to them while on a not relaxing vacation about everything.
Yeah.
Hey, went out to use a hot tub. This is going on. Hey, this is going on. Hey, this is going on. And it wasn't stuff that we could just save for the end and bombard them. Like, it was like, no, the internet is out. You have guests coming after us. Like, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Hey, the hot tub doesn't work. It's not just going to affect us. It's affecting you. Like, I'm so sorry you chose to have shit guests before us and not fix these issues before we arrived. That is not my burden to bear.
It's not your burden to bear.
It's not.
Respectfully, sir, kick rocks. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep. And when he said, and it's hard to keep going back and looking at this because there's so much I want to say.
Yeah.
Like, I could reread it and comment on every single sentence.
Sure.
We took your experience very seriously. No, you didn't. I actually have the messages. You were so nonchalant. The girl that came out, like, didn't even talk to us. Like, I don't even know if she was a host. He's in another state.
Steve-O, buddy.
They have multiple rentals.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
And then saying, as you know, pissed me off. At this point in time, what Airbnb does or doesn't do, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're the person who decided to list on the Airbnb site and not fix shit. Like, honestly, they could have done better to fix a lot of it.
Yes.
Yep.
Carly, they didn't do enough. They didn't do...
Well, and they did the bare minimum to make it okay. The bare minimum to make it okay. And now, I would kick myself if someone ever said that about my work ethic.
That's valid.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
So
that's true, yeah.
Then talking about this 3-strike policy, all this permanently shut down. We recently had an unavoidable issue arise.
I'm desperate to know what it was.
Did you call my issues unavoidable? Because
every single thing that you went through,
everything we went through was avoidable. Yeah.
What do you feel like? What's your guess?
What could be an unavoidable issue?
The house on fire? Like what the
fuck? A landslide? Stuff
a tornado
like that is an unavoidable issue.
Yeah.
Anything inside the home, avoidable. Avoidable.
Yeah.
Okay, like furnace goes out. That's different, right?
Sure.
Like that kind of stuff. But like,
no,
maybe the AC went out. I don't know. But if it did, like,
I don't know.
People tend to be more empathetic to one major thing going wrong that feels out of control versus like 12 minor things that could have been controlled.
One unavoidable thing does not leave that, like, that's not a 1 star. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is like a compounding thing.
Yep. And I'd love to look back and see how much money they reimbursed us. I feel like it was...
I'm going to say half.
I feel like it was half. Like, they reimbursed us and then more shit went wrong.
Yeah.
And I think I asked for them to reimburse more. I was like, this isn't... We're not even using the electric to run the hot tub to do this. Like, we can't even turn lights on. You don't have light bulbs in half of this shit. Like, how do I see?
Steve-O, how do we see without lights? Genuinely.
Obviously, they didn't see the shit in the bathroom, so that ironically had lights. So, I don't know. Oh, and the fact that Finley, my youngest, was so like, they went down there to play the arcade, and he went in to use the bathroom. And he goes, Mom, there was a poop in the toilet. I go, okay, did you or your brother poop? And he goes, no, we just went down there to play that arcade, and I went to use it, and it was in the toilet. I'm like, what'd you do? He goes, I flushed it, and then I went to the bathroom. I was like, okay, well, thank you for letting me know, because at the end of the day, someone taking a poop and leaving it, not the end of the world. The toilet still works, whatever. The fact that it sat, because we're just a family of 4.
Yeah.
You know, and then my mom. And we got this big house because it was discounted. No one had booked it. And I was like, I'll just book that one because we can't find one that has the right amount of beds plus amenities that we want, right? Yeah. This one seemed great. We booked it for the amenities. Or else I would have just got a shitty little condo in the city.
Yeah. Yeah,
just to sleep in. But it showed me Steve-O's lack of concern and care. And then writing this, and he says, I'm not asking to hide this info from other guests, but asking because if it isn't, we will not be able to operate anymore, and this is how we earn an income. I have like 8 things just in this sentence alone. I'm not asking to hide this info.
You are.
You are. You are, especially from other guests.
You literally are.
From Airbnb and from other guests.
Yeah.
But asking because if it isn't hidden, so he's admitting to it, if it isn't hidden, we will not be able to operate anymore. And this is how we earn an income. Sir, I earned an income, and I used that to come stay at your shitty ass house, which you showed online was beautiful. And that's not what I got.
I didn't get what you showed us online, just to be clear. Yeah.
Yeah, the TVs in the house were stellar. We couldn't use them because they were all hooked up to internet, which we didn't have. The big TVs, he like was so raving about the rooms and the big TVs and big stuff. TVs. And I was like, yeah, that'll be cool if there's a shit day, whatever. Well, the first 2 days when we had internet, the first day and a half, we were out and about. We had plans. And then we had plans on the back end to be at the house, especially that last day. And that person showed up to fix the internet while we were like making breakfast and trying to leave the house, which was very stressful.
Yeah.
Because I can't walk around like half naked like I normally do, you know? That just ruined my entire experience. Literally. And it re-ruined it when he messaged me. Like,
to try and get you to take your review down.
How? I haven't replied.
I wouldn't. I would ignore it.
What do I do?
You ignore it. You either ignore it or you say no.
Here's their ratings. Cleanliness, 4.8. Accuracy, 4.9. This is just their overall. Okay. Yeah. So cleanliness, 4.8. Accuracy, check-in, communication, and location all got 4.9. And value got 4.7. I don't know how I ranked them. It was clearly lower. But their overall rating is 4.8.
Oh, that's like not bad.
Now, I'm going to go to most recent.
Yeah, find the 1-star.
Well, he said it's shut down now. So I can click on it because it's in my past. I don't know if I could find it.
Damn.
So someone said they came for March Madness and it was everything and more. Cool. Someone else said... So I'm wondering if they haven't had people stay since March.
No, he just said they had recently had
well, he did say recent, but like, why hasn't anybody... Reviews were coming in like crazy before.
If I'm being honest, I promise you, like, not everybody leaves. I never leave a review for an Airbnb.
But to see like multiple every month and then suddenly them stop in March.
Yeah,
we've had April, we've had May, we've had June, and we're in July.
That's fair.
Maybe they weren't renting it out either.
Yeah.
It could have been blackout dates.
Yeah.
Then they have someone.
And the one they had.
Yep.
Ripped them to shreds. They had unavoidable.
I want to know what the unavoidable.
I'm desperate to know.
Honestly, the only thing I can think of is the air condenser coil went out, the unit went out. Like, that's unavoidable, and we need AC because it's hot as shit in the summer.
There's like flooding or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
flooding.
Yeah.
The basement flooded. Yeah. Unavoidable maybe in some cases. I didn't even go into how, like, there were doors, like, on tracks, the folding doors that were off the folding things. You couldn't even shut them. They were, like, open. There was just a lot of shit that the people before us, I think, wrecked.
Yeah.
And then when the internet was out, they tried to talk me through how to like restart it. They also tried to like message me about how to fix the lights in the hot tub, which weren't fixable because the people before us partied too hard and got them all wet.
Right.
And they shorted and they did something else and they were moldy.
Yeah.
So this
overall a crazy experience.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I feel like I was employed to be their assistant or worker on the grounds while I was there. And they sent me all the shit. And now he's saying, hey, you didn't do enough for us.
Yeah.
Can you do this one more thing?
Take it down.
I'm not going to.
No.
Have you ever been asked to take down a review?
Oh, I for sure have. I only ever review things if it had a terrible experience, honestly. And even then, not really.
Not really.
I can think of maybe 2 in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. And one, like, because it was like a crazy thing happened.
Yeah.
And like the other...
And every now and again, crazy things happen. And every now and then you have a bad experience. Yeah. But like, I feel like I'm pretty go with the flow and easy to forgive most things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can find the silver lining. I can laugh about stuff.
Yeah.
It went from like 1 or 2 issues and laughing to like, I felt horrible. that was my kid's first time flying. It was supposed to be a fun trip.
Yeah.
We used the rest of Jason's airline miles on that trip.
Damn.
And we thought about it for a long ass time, and we're like, we're going to move this trip up. Maybe it's life lesson, don't rush things. I don't know, because we really wanted to get the kids on a plane and do a fun trip. And yeah.
Damn.
That is what happened.
Steve-O, it's not happening. Not Steve-O from like Jackass.
No, Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Yeah. I'm going to go look at his other rental properties. I think he has some in California. And he's like a co-host for this one.
Oh, sure.
So I don't know who owns what.
Why wouldn't he just create a new account and post it on that? That's
maybe because they have to address check it.
Yeah, but like somebody could have moved. Like
that's true. That's true.
I don't know. Just like
maybe that's why they've done co-hosts and changed the owners and stuff. Maybe they've gotten in trouble for this shit before.
Steve, you trying to play the system?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad bringing it to the podcast. It's a lot of negative energy.
Nah, it's just following up on a story.
It's following up, and I reported very factually. I don't think I...
No, you read it word for word.
Word for word. And I think that's a bullshit ask, Steve-O, and I'm not going to remove my review.
No. Sorry. No, not really sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm going to ignore it. I mean, probably when I logged in, he could see that I signed in. I don't care. I didn't read it on the app. I just read it in the email.
Just like literally, I would respond and just say no.
No,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm going to wait to respond until this episode releases.
Sure, of course.
See if anybody has any recommendations. So if you're listening and you've ever dealt with something similar, maybe you've been on the other side of it. If that's the case, like, don't be a shitty person. Have you ever asked somebody to remove something? Like, that just seems really shady.
It's crazy to do.
It's really crazy.
Yeah, that means you're like not standing on business. Sorry.
Correct.
Like,
it's different to call someone after an issue, personally call them and say, I'm following up after whatever, even if it's I worked at a dental office for a while. If there is a dental issue with a patient, they had a lot of pain, whatever it is, they cried, and you follow up. Maybe they left a review and they said the dentist is really rough on my teeth. And maybe someone called and said, hey, I'm really sorry. Can I follow up with you? Can we get you in to see a different dentist? Like, those all weren't, a follow-up, right? Like someone saying, hey, yep, didn't love that dentist, but they called me, they got me in at a new one.
Yeah.
It was great.
Figured out.
That's solving an issue, and that is when you can change a review.
Yeah.
But I'm not changing it. I'm not.
And you shouldn't. You certainly should not.
No, if anything, I'll go change it to a 1-star.
Literally.
And say, host asked me to remove this review. Yeah. Is that your phone going off?
Why would it be?
I don't know. We heard a dinging, but it
weird.
looks like we're still recording, so.
Ew, that was so weird.
I don't know where it was coming from, girl. I don't know.
Okay.
Something's dinging. So yeah, that was what I had. That's
okay. Thanks for sharing.
I've been holding that for a while since Thursday.
Feels good to like release that energy.
I feel angry. I mean, it's whatever. I just feel
angry,
who does
angry
that?
Can be the word. By the way.
Who does that? I'm angry that there are people
who are completely so like not self-aware.
No,
who like lack any type of competency in that. And it's just like
this is I don't want him to lose his income. I want him to be a better host. That's all I ever asked for. And if you can't be a good host, you shouldn't be one for Airbnb.
Yeah.
You can't
because
be renting.
People are paying too much money to be dealing with situations like that. I'm
Correct.
sorry.
Correct.
It's not like we paid $50 a night to be here. You know what I mean? Like, sorry.
And it's also, this house could have like 16, up to 16 maybe. We knew it's just 5 of us. We'll just be in the upstairs. Like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Church mice in comparison.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff we saw, whatever from the old guests, like.
I don't know, y'all.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. I am getting so many spam texts.
Right now?
Oh, for everything.
I've read them out loud since we're
I just got a spam text. Hi, Carly. On a 1 to 10 scale, where 1 is very unfavorable and 10 is very favorable, what is your opinion of the Democratic Party?
Nah, bitch.
Signed, Titus Surveys, stop to end. I don't reply stop. I hit report junk.
You don't delete say stop?
No, because that's how they get your number and know you're a person. You hit delete and report as junk, and then you stop getting them. Don't reply stop.
I never replied.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't even report junk.
Oh, like, I definitely do because I don't want to like get multiples. But
that's fair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, anyways,
interesting.
Putting to bed the Airbnb stuff for a little while because I cannot think about it anymore.
Release that energy.
Release it.
Yeah.
I'll do a better vacation someday when I can afford it again, Steve-O.
And we won't be going to your place.
No.
Because we can't anymore. It's gone.
No, it's gone.
It's no longer, it's not longer.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't know if you brought a topic.
I've got a couple questions
awesome.
I wanted to ask.
I'd love it.
Hang on, let me pull up my little board here.
Yeah. My little board. So we're using Carla's phone again. So like she's using this whiteboard. I did offer her paper again and she said
This
no.
is fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot I had one here from last week too.
You did.
Oh, I feel like I still can't.
No, ignore that one.
Yeah.
Do the others.
There's this group on Facebook.
Okay.
It's called Are We Dating the Same Person? Are you aware of this?
Yes, I'm aware of this. Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I recently saw somebody that I have been seeing and that got posted in that group. Mm-hmm. And first of all, is there like an opposite, like is there are we dating the same girl or like Facebook group, you think? Like, do men care?
I don't know. I don't think they care.
Really?
Well, do you think, are we dating the same person? Is it only for women who are dating men?
I think it's called Are We Dating the Same Guy?
Oh,
so I guess it could be for the girlies and the gays.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it could be. Okay. I don't think there's an opposite. I don't think they have the energy and time.
You think? If I'm a man, I'm for sure. I mean,
I just don't think most men are that like.
They don't care.
Yeah.
That's
and the
valid.
ones that do are like. The ones that do care, I think, are putting themselves in situations that maybe are tricky.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like if you think you're dating someone who's lying to you and like as a man and you don't, a lot of men don't give a shit. Like they'll just find a new person to date.
Yeah.
You know, if they're
fair.
looking for, I don't know.
That's
Who did
true.
you see?
I don't want to say.
You don't have to say on here, but is it someone you've dated recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like very
and
recently.
how did it make you feel? Whatever.
Yeah.
Were they calling him out?
No, it was just like any tea or red flags.
Nice.
And his ex actually was like she's in the group, I guess, and she like posted on the picture. I wish I had screenshot. It's gone now.
God. It's gone?
Yeah.
Why is it gone?
Because a bunch of people probably reached out to him and he found out about it.
Yeah, but he can't remove that.
No, but whoever, like, if I'm him,
he asked the person who posted it.
But it was an anonymous person, so he doesn't know who. I actually ran into this person yesterday, if that helps. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And he said he has no idea who posted it.
When did this happen?
Friday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like on the day you ran into him? No.
No.
Okay.
The day before. Either the day before or the day before that. Like.
Okay.
It might have. Yeah.
Based on the comments you read, did any of them resonate for you?
Nothing that his ex said. I was like.
Yeah,
because
they're exes for a reason,
right? Like,
yeah.
And the thing she said, like, I already knew about. So,
yeah,
like, it wasn't really a big deal. Nothing resonated.
Please say it. Yeah,
it was just interesting to see like how many people like responded.
How many people have dated him or known him,
or like are currently actively seeing him.
Really?
Yeah, really crazy.
Like more than he alluded to.
I'd never asked for a number, so
yeah, but also there's
it more so is like.
Are you giving him a pass when maybe he doesn't deserve one right now?
I don't think so. That's not. I don't know.
No?
I don't feel like there's a. It's not like we're dating. We're like not serious.
I don't know. Once you've been seeing someone for long enough, though, at some point they know if you're seeing other people or not, and like approximate number. Yeah. Are you going out with new people every week, or are you seeing the same like 3 guys and you're just kind of
which is worse
figuring it out? It's worse for me if they're still out there looking while they're dating me.
Okay.
Because they're saying they haven't found something good
something
enough
about me is like not
to
enough.
stop continuing that search. Okay. If that's what their end goal is, right?
Sure.
But if they're like, I like searching because I like fucking around, and you're like seeing them for that reason, that's not a bad thing. But yeah, there were some guys I saw after getting divorced and before Jason that I know were on those apps hard.
Yeah.
And like I was just a number. And when I figured that out, I understood that they maybe had like a higher body count, you know?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
If there is an opposite version, like are we dating the same girl, and you got posted, what do you think people would say about you?
I don't know. I mean, there's
know.
probably enough people that really like thought I was quirky as fuck or like hated something but disliked something, whatever. I mean, I wouldn't want to read it. I wouldn't want to know.
I don't know that I wouldn't. Yeah.
I respect that they might say things that are unfavorable, but like, I don't think any of it would be so unfavorable.
You think?
Yeah.
I would just be curious. I could literally, my mental health couldn't handle knowing what these people are going to say. But like, I do feel like I wouldn't want to know.
I know the people that would say the bad things, and I can say that I also would have bad things to say about them because of when I dated them and what our relationship looked like. They were in toxic places. I probably was as well. Like, you're inviting that toxicity together.
The interesting thing about these groups is that, like, these people don't get a chance to respond.
No,
like,
they can't have a rebuttal or anything.
And that does suck.
There's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
And you can't trust strangers on the internet.
Especially bitter people.
Especially, like...
Yeah, I don't know. Which, like, in this situation, it is what it is. Like...
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
A lot of people say trashy things about their exes, too.
Yeah,
like,
again,
think about
the
that.
ex's comment, I couldn't care less. Like, I literally knew... I could have guessed what she would say.
Yeah.
I could have guessed.
How did this whole situation make you feel, though?
I don't know.
You're still figuring it out. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty... I don't know.
You're saying you don't know, but you think maybe you know how it made you feel?
It didn't make me feel... I mean, I have no reason to be like, damn, he's still dating other people. You
Feelings don't have to have reasons, though. Like, your head can be reasoning, but like, how do you feel?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just tells me what I need to know.
Yeah.
Tells me how to move forward, I would say.
Do you think that's what the next thing is?
Oh, what do you mean?
Moving forward? What is
With
that?
the same person? Or just what next steps look like?
Yeah.
If there are next steps.
If there are next steps, yeah.
I don't know.
Valid.
We'll see.
Valid.
I was just curious. My question really was like, what do you feel like people are saying about you?
I don't know.
She's
I think there's some people that would say she's fabulous, and there's other people that would be like, worst thing to ever happen to me.
You really think someone would say that about you?
There's two people that might say that. Yeah.
The worst thing to ever happen to...
Okay, maybe that's dramatic. That's too much. But like, I think I got some people through really shitty times in their life where they didn't recognize how shitty they were.
Sure. But that doesn't mean...
I didn't put up with a lot of that behavior. So like, I think there were some people I pushed beyond what they were comfortable with, like for how they were acting and how they were treating me. And like,
interesting.
Some people don't like to be called out. And they will do anything to voice that the woman is the bitch in that situation. Yeah. That simplistic, right? That very, like, narrow-minded.
Yeah. This girl's a bitch. Yep. You can absolutely say that about me, actually. If I'm on that group and you see me, you can say that I'm a bitch. I don't care. Like,
whatever.
I know that's not true.
That's why you're not my people, right?
Yeah.
Like people who say that? Okay.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my question.
Awesome.
Thanks
I like that. I have a follow-up question just about dating, right? We are talking about, Carla and I are trying to have some episodes in the hopper.
Yeah.
That aren't with each other.
Yeah.
So that when one of us takes a vacation, inevitably gets sick, goes away, whatever it is, that we have some content to still produce.
Yeah.
I am going to record an episode with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
What things should and could Jason and I address? Because I feel like what Jason and I talk about is going to be different than what you and Kelsey talk about. Is going to be different than the regular episode.
Yeah.
Like, it is going to be a different episode.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So I'm wondering, like, what is it that people... I don't know if you're listening and we can get my husband in the hot seat. Do you want to send in some questions, like, for me to ask him, for him to ask me? Do you want it to be a marriage episode? Do you want it to be a, like,
there's a question.
Keeping things alive episode? Do you want it to... I don't know.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Like... How do you still have fun in marriage? Like, what do you do? What does that look like? I don't know. Sure. I don't know what people are, like, wanting.
Do you feel like you still have fun in marriage?
I have a lot of fun with Jason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets more fun if you get high together. Just saying.
Okay.
That's when we do all our house projects. Yeah. And, you would have no idea. Yeah, I want to do an episode with him, but I think I'm going to have to, like...
Figure it out first.
Come prepared.
That's true. When Kelsey and I did our episode, like, you guys didn't see it. So, like,
yeah,
it'll be here eventually.
You will. Uh-huh.
We kind of just did super, like, off the cuff things. So, like,
random.
And the dynamic is just different because it's Kelsey also.
Well, when you're hanging out with the girlies, like, you can just be random and at will.
Also, well, yeah. Interesting.
Maybe.
Yeah, for me and Kelsey, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
That made it seem like, no, for you and me as well.
Are you trying to talk shit about me too?
For me and you as well. I would agree.
Okay.
Like, it's still, like, chatting with the girlies.
Thank you. This is me trying to flip my half wet hair.
Is it?
It's still kind of wet. Well, I haven't really, like...
I do feel like the way you say that every week and it looks dry every single week.
Thank you. It's wet in the back. But I didn't brush it out yet, so I showered late.
I get that.
Yeah, so at some point, Jason and I are going to do an episode, and we'll figure it out. I don't know.
Figure it out.
Because he and I talked about if we ever did like a podcast together, it'd be about backpacking. Like it would be about, that kind of stuff. So.
Wow, I really don't know how I would do that, but I don't know. I don't know that I would listen to that.
No, of course not.
I would do the 30s. I would get you the engagement, but I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry.
I know that, and I don't feel bad about that at all. But I'm trying to think like that is not. We're not going to sit here and talk about that. That might be a portion of what we discuss, but I think
why don't you let me pull something together?
Yeah. Okay.
I can ask a few questions. Pull some questions
together. I would love it. Do I have the right to like skip them or?
Of course. It's your show.
Okay.
Do what you want.
Maybe he and I will play truth or drink.
He doesn't drink, so.
He drank more than you yesterday.
He didn't. Nice try.
I watched him.
You watched him drink more than me.
No, actually, I watched you drink the same.
Nice try.
He could have gone more last night.
Same. I very much could have.
I feel like you looked at me at one point and said, I can't do this any longer.
It just was like a lot. Well, there was another reason for that. I wanted to go to bed.
Yeah, bedtime was imminent.
It was like I needed to go to bed. But if he had started like earlier in the day, I definitely could have kept going.
Really?
Definitely.
I can see that. Yeah, we started kind of late.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, we also like ran out of booze, sort of.
Did we?
We were running out of those drinks we liked. Before
you're right, and then
before our fourth individual showed up,
we picked up. Yeah, I didn't say what's his name.
But, What's his name?
I will not say his name.
What's my name? What's my name? Right?
I don't know that.
You don't know that song?
I don't think so.
Never mind.
No,
y'all know.
Good. I don't know that they do.
In the back row at the movies. No. You're saying no. We're gonna play it after this. All right.
What song is it? Okay, what's next? Well, I do have one more question.
Yeah.
This is a conversation that I had on my date when I was just trying to find things to talk about.
Yep, on your shitty date Tuesday.
Not shitty, just boring.
Boring date. I'm so sorry. Sounds shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What salary do you feel like you need to make for you to be living comfortably?
Are you asking me to have the lens of single person, lens of single mom, lens of 4-person family?
You specifically.
Me specifically.
Yeah, in the situation you will find yourself in right now.
Okay. What would I have to make to live comfortably if it was just me in this house, in the situation I'm in right now, but without my kids and without Jason?
No, your situation. You're
in my current situation.
Yeah, like right now, what's the number for you to be making that you feel like you could live comfortably?
As a family. Yes. Like with Jason working too.
Sure.
You're not saying me. Okay. Let's see. What my ideal version of comfortable is like 80,000.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I would say we're not living comfortably
together. 80,000.
At least. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
80,000.
Yeah. 85, 90 maybe.
Okay.
But I think 80 would be like
comfortably.
That's comfy. Yeah.
Okay, girl.
Why?
That seems low as hell.
I mean, I'm sure it is, but we also don't live in like downtown or anything.
Sure,
either,
but like you have children.
Yeah.
Like living comfortably, like that means like
saving. Oh, you mean putting away for their college and their future? Let me change that. 120.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems more like it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I'm thinking like bare minimum of
I said living comfortably.
Comfort.
I mean like you don't have to stress.
Real comfy, yeah. 120 to 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I was dating I went on a date with somebody and he said his answer was like 50,000. I said,
he's thinking of himself as a single individual.
He's not. He's got a child. I just feel like that's simply not enough.
How are you doing it? How are you doing it?
He said he's
comfortably.
Yeah, I won't out him.
Is he a single parent or is he like, does kiddo go back and forth?
Yeah, he's divorced. So like they split time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's not taking on any of the bills or any of the like.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Got a house. He owns a home.
That seems real low.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. If it was just me and the kids, the minimum I could do is 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've been there before.
Yeah.
Like I know that.
Yeah.
It's not much more to have a second adult though, because adults are pretty easy. Like you're paying for the same things, you and 2 children, as you are for 2 adults and 2 children, except for food.
Yeah. Even then,
yeah,
it's like not much more.
In this economy, it's a little bit.
Well,
more.
It's much. It's like like the extra person doesn't add that much, depending on how much they eat, I guess. But like
it adds like $5 a day.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's bonkers. What a crazy answer.
And like he makes more than that, so like maybe he's just
So
like
it's fine.
unaware of what
He's
50K,
very unaware then. Yeah.
It's gonna, like, not,
and
it's
what
not
a
gonna
blessing to be that
of
unaware.
course. Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be
You're
nice.
not getting medical bills. Yeah, my comfort level, put that there, but then all my medical bills paid off, you know?
Well, that's part of being comfortable.
Yeah.
That's my point. Yeah, like interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that. What would you say?
If it's in me and my situation, maybe like I really could get away with like living comfortably at like 60, 65.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I could.
it's absolutely possible as a
Now,
single person to do that. Is
I
it
need
ideal?
more. I would say maybe put me at like 80.
I know, an 80
80 is fine.
Yeah.
Which is like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
expose what I make here, obviously.
No.
But like
But you know what's nuts? There are so many folks who are like making do with so much less, and there's so many that have a shit ton. Like I feel like the middle that we're discussing right now is not as normative as it used to be. I think there's people falling on either end of the spectrum.
For sure.
And
For
it's
sure.
getting more and more divided.
Yeah.
And people
then-
are starting to get into those clusters.
and the people who, well, never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But how many jobs are available that are like for, 50 to 90,000?
I have no idea.
There's some out there, but
Yeah.
it feels like anymore places want very skilled labor for very cheap.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people say all the time, like, there's jobs out there. I hear this all the time. Well, there's more jobs now. More jobs does not mean quality. It
Yeah.
means like, do you want to go work at the gas station from midnight to 6 a.m.?
For $12 an
And
hour.
now you have to also find childcare because you're a single fucking parent.
Yeah.
That's not a job for you. And that's the jobs that are, I just don't think the economy is as good as some people are believing that it is.
Who believes the economy is good?
There are some people.
Oh, the people who are getting the tax breaks.
Yes. Yeah.
Again, I won't get into it.
Yeah,
Just
I
know that
can't. But yeah, I would
people
say
are dying.
People are
People are losing
dying.
health insurance, but whatever. I'm not.
There's
I'm sorry.
so
I'll
much.
stop. I won't get into it. I just
Yeah, this podcast is to bring light and love,
Yeah.
and there's some dark shit happening.
some brevity. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, this is your breather.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to do a shout out
Oh, okay.
to Ashley. Not stepmom Ashley, but also her, because always. To friend Ashley that we used to work with. She left me an audio like a week ago. I haven't responded yet.
Oh,
Ashley, I heard it,
Girl.
and then I went to respond, and then my kids. And I realized that, like, I'm like, where did we go with this? So I just want to say that I adore you, and you are kicking ass, and I'm so proud of you.
yeah.
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 It's just like where I'm at.
I was thinking the other Ashley we used to work with, and I said, why? No offense. But like, that would be so random.
I started to get a little teary-eyed, and now I'm like
Oh,
laughing. That's
sorry.
so fucking
Sorry.
funny. No, that's hysterical.
Yeah. Also, did you see that our former boss keeps looking at our TikTok? Yeah, keeps viewing our profile.
What? How do I see that?
Just in the viewers, like who's viewed your profile lately.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find that now. I'm gonna go see that.
Just know. We can see that what you're watching. That's fine.
Is this a wrap to our 28 episodes later?
Is it?
Is it? We didn't
think
finish
so.
with a game, but I'm good with that.
Oh yeah.
I'm good.
We've been
Our
chatting. We've been chatting.
questions were great.
Okay.
So yeah, share with us, you guys, about
Airbnb,
anything we talked about, but
reviews,
Airbnb.
Tell us what compensation would make you comfy,
Yeah.
and like, what do we do if we see our people posted in that group? And are we dating the same person?
Are we dating the same person? Have you seen? If you're listening,
I've seen a few
have
people
you
that I
seen
know.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. A few people
I should
that I've
join
dated.
that group again because I've dated I've gone on a lot of dates.
Yeah. I shouldn't say I've dated a lot of people. Like I've met a lot of people in the area.
You know, we watched Footloose with the kids last week,
Mm-hmm.
like bits and pieces, and I'm so sorry this is so random,
you're
but he says to Ariel, Ren, he says to Ariel, you seem like you've been kissed a lot. She
Okay.
like it's an older whatever,
Sure.
but when I say things like, yeah, I've dated around.
Who hasn't? I mean,
Who
people
hasn't?
haven't.
I mean,
but
have some fucking fun. Go on some dates.
I'm a grown up. I can do whatever.
I'm
the
a
fuck I
grown-up.
want. Y'all don't pay my bills, so.
I'm a grown up.
And if you do want to pay my bills, then we can have a conversation about it.
Yes, if you want to pay bills,
Let me know.
hit us up.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
For
Sorry.
episode,
Yeah.
For episode 28.
Thank you so much. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning into episode 28 of Make It to Wednesday. We are your hosts.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Karla. If you like what we're doing here, feel free to like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us a 5-star review, give us a rating, like all of our social media, follow us on all our social media, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Let us know how we're doing on there. Yep. Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else. If you give us a less than 5-star review on anything.
Yeah, we won't ask you to take it down.
I won't ask you to take it down. I might like be snippy and comment back. Sure. I have deleted some asshole comments.
Oh, yeah. We delete comments over here.
They're people we don't know, but whatever.
Couldn't care less about their opinion.
Couldn't care less.
So, yeah.
But
share our shit. Episode 29. Share our shit. I forgot to say
share
SOS.
Our shit. SOS.
SOS. Share our shit. We'll be back next week, episode 29.
Episode 29.
Don't know what that's going to be.
I got some ideas.
Ooh, okay. I'm excited. Mm-hmm. Join us.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Make It to Wednesday. We hope we've helped you laugh, think, and maybe even get through a tough moment in your week. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, and leave us a review if you loved hanging out with us. Your feedback keeps us going. Follow us on all of our social media for more behind-the-scenes fun and updates. Got a topic or question you want us to tackle? Slide into our DMs or send us an email at makeitowednesdaypod@gmail.com. Thanks for spending part of your week with us, and until next time, keep pushing through. You're doing great. We'll see you next Wednesday.